Yeah, you can start.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Very, sir. Very fine, sir.
Yes, today we are going to touch lesson two. What is the topic we want to choose?
Sir, I want to ask that what are the names of the planets in astrology? Like, should we call them by addressing as Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus? Is that the right way we should call them, or we should call them by other names? I want to ask by what names we should call them, and kindly explain the meanings of the planets too.
Very superb question. Fantastic question. This is the good question so far. So,
Thank you, sir.
normally the planets like Sun, Moon, Mars, etc., is not supposed to be called in the same name because these are all English names. So, the right way of calling the planets is the lesson what we are going to touch today. So, to start with, let us do Sun. Sun, the correct name to call Sun is Surya. Su Arya is actually the if you split the name of Surya, Su and Arya. So we have to understand what is Su means and what is Arya means to understand Surya. So to understand Surya, Su meaning very auspicious. So whatever if you add Su on to the name, it becomes automatically auspicious. Like for example,
Right.
you must have heard the name called Priya, for example. If you add Su on top to the Priya, it becomes Supriya. It becomes the name Priya, on top of it, the Su, it becomes auspicious to the name before the Priya name pronounces. So similarly, Surya has the name Su and Arya. So what is the why he is very auspicious? Because he is the one who is giving all sort of resources for us. So hence he is very auspicious. That is the basic word Su represents
Right.
on in Surya. And Arya is actually the person who is having the highest dharma in order. And he is the Karaka for first house and ninth house in astrology. So first house is basically called as ourselves. So basically what is Surya is conveying that if a person is born in the society, the very first principle is whatever the dharma is given to you, practice that dharma. Meaning, suppose if you are if you are doing a profession of medicine, there are certain dharma practices for that profession. You have to follow the same without any deviation. And the highest dharma, for example, in any thing in the normal world is marriage. So hence, ninth house of is also very important house for the Surya, because here he is telling that for ladies, for females, ninth house becomes a marriage house for the females. And also the chart, the divisional chart itself called Navamsa is indicating for marriage. So here he reinforces the again the statement that any marriages should have the highest dharma in practice for you to become successful. So ninth house is also hence is called as Bhagya or fortune. It all depends upon how much Arya you have. So suppose if you don't pronounce the name Surya continuously after seeing multiple charts, if you are learning astrology, by calling Surya, 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 our inside dharma increases. Our chart dharma itself increases automatically. That is the basic principle of not calling sun, instead calling them as Surya. Because the moment you pronounce Surya, 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 Surya every day, even when you are normally want to pronounce Surya, it increases the dharma automatically. So when the dharma increases, the first and ninth house problems in the chart in the horoscope automatically gets rectified. There is no remedy required. Just pronounce Surya.
Wow.
He automatically fine tunes the problem of first and ninth, because he says that what is more auspicious than me? So you call me as Su, and I am attaching my Arya to you. So meaning dharma, if you practice correct way of dharma, in when you are learning astrology, if you understand what is dharma, it is upholding the Navamsha. Navamsha is also called as Bhagya Amsa, meaning every day when you call Surya, 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 your Bhagya is increasing. The fortune is automatically increasing. He will not let you down on any circumstances. He says, I will protect you. I will make you as a pillar. That is why you have to call Surya. So when a chart has come to you, if you read the chart, first and foremost, we will see where is the Surya to understand the person's dharma. If the person's dharma is good, the person is good. If the dharma is bad, the person himself is bad. So hence,
Beautiful conclusion.
Surya is very important. And on the numbering system, if you ask me, if I go by the normal numbering system in the Navagraha. So the second planet for after the Surya is Moon. Is it the right way to call him as Moon? The answer is no. You have to call him as Chandra.
Chandra.
Chandra, 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 Chandra. So what does Chandra stands for? You have to divide again the word Cha and Indra. Cha
Yeah.
and Indra. So what for the water will be used for our body? We are using the water primarily for cleansing ourselves. So when you drink water or bathing, what are we actually doing with water? We are actually cleaning ourselves. When you are cleaning yourself, that is called as cha, cleansing. So when you are cleaning, what are we actually cleaning? We are actually cleaning 4, 8, and 12 jala houses in the horoscope. So
Wow.
fourth house is the heart. We are purifying it by drinking the water. And eighth house is basically the urinal part where we are discharging them. And not keeping them, we have to discharge them quite frequently. And 12th house is the area where the mind is created, ocean. That is why mind is actually created in the Pisces. So that is why there are more jala. If you see backside of me, there you will see a lot of ocean, water. That is what is mind is creating, creating, creating. So all the mind creation of every human being is backside what you're seeing, a sea, Pisces. So if you actually see Cha is telling you that the moment you clean continuously your thoughts and your mind, and you are cleaning your mind and brain with purified thoughts going inside. So when you are actually adding your purified thoughts going to your brain, what is happening to the brain? Your head is becoming cleansed. When your head is becoming cleansed, you become Indra. So what does it mean? Indra is the one who can able to control all the senses inside your body. He will not allow your senses to go out of control. So if you have to keep all the senses under your control, call Indra and Cha together to purify, calling him as Chandra. So when you are naming Chandra, 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 you are actually making all your Jala houses in your horoscope to become very strong. And because you are becoming very strong by controlling the senses, you become the king automatically. Indra is also associated with kingship. You become a king. So then you immediately somebody will say, sir, I never became a king. What are you saying? King is normally a position for the highest in order. So you can become the highest in order in your society by controlling your senses. So Cha and Indra does that. And if we go to the Mars, Mars is the highest culprit. The whatever the bad things which are happening in this planet, like for example, war, battles, killing, rape, everything is coming from this one planet called as Mars. And why we are should not call him as Mars? Because Mars is not a good name at all. So what we have to tell that Mars to become auspicious by calling that same Mars who is actually dirty and doing all wrongdoings in the society by calling him as Mangala. So when you are calling Mangala, what is it doing actually? Mars is actually trying to protect you. Protect you from what? protect you from the same bad thoughts which are not coming to your mind anymore. Because this, by calling Mangala, 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 we are telling the Mars to use the energy which is negative to use it positive.
Positive.
Say, for example, if you have a energy to kill somebody, instead you are asking that same Mars, see, I have a lot of energy to cut somebody, to see somebody, I have to do that. So instead, if you call Mangala, 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 that person becomes a very good cook by cutting all the vegetables. And Mars is also called as Agni in Vedic astrology. So since
Yes, sir.
Mars is Agni, you can learn the principles of Agni, how to cook. By cutting the vegetables, you will have the energy of Mars to do the same cutting. He wants to cut the humans. Instead, you are asking the Mars now to cut the vegetables by becoming Mangala. And not only by cutting the vegetables, after that, you are asking him to cook. So by cooking, Mars becomes very auspicious. It becomes Mangala for you. So the same Mars, which is so bad, we have renamed it to Mangala. By calling him Mangala, 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 what is happening? The fourth and the eighth house in your chart, 1, 8, 10, 4, 8, all these houses are getting protected. He is not allowing you to die because of somebody is trying to come and make an accident, because you are actually riding with all the proper measures. But somebody can come and ride on top of you while going. How to prevent? By calling him Mangala, that person's accident can be thwarted. Then you are actually avoiding that accident happening by calling the same Mangala, so that the person who was actually trying to dash you, he is going and dash somebody else, or maybe the stone. So by calling Mangala, you are actually making yourself so protected. So you are using him as a protection measure. And the fourth in the order is Mercury. And Mercury, we are calling him as Buddha. Buddha. And in that, Bu and Da, the Da is coming from a root word called as Di. So what is Di stands for? Di meaning intelligence. Di stands for intelligence. And intelligence houses are where is intelligence is coming from? Third and the sixth houses in the horoscope. Kalapurusha. Meaning from Aries, if you count 3 and 6, Gemini and Virgo are the Mercury houses. And your intelligence are lying in those houses. And if you use Mercury by calling him Buddha, 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 you are actually making the third and the sixth house of your horoscope very strong. So by using that very strong, you are going to be very powerful in decision making. You will not do anything which is wrong for this planet. Boo. Boo means you are coming to live in this earth. So when you are coming to live in this earth, who is responsible for you to make your intelligence to the highest order is Buddha. Because he says when you are coming to the planet here, the planet is highly going to get populated. So every time when the population is going to increase, the number of competition also will increase simultaneously. So how are you going to compete with the people who are outside? Use your Di properly. Only by using your Di properly, by calling Buddha as Buddha, you are making your own intelligence to be working in the highest order. So by using the intelligence to the highest order, what does it mean? You are saying, Mercury, can you please invoke my third and sixth house of intelligence for proper usage? Because I was so dark, I don't know what to do. My horoscope has number of problems, blah, blah, blah. By just calling Mercury, he will just take all the negative energies outside and make your intelligence to work in the highest order. By doing so, he makes sure that your intelligence is properly working for a decision making. Proper decision making also is very good. When you are not taking the decisions correctly in your life, you are going to do multiple mistakes. Hence, to avoid the mistakes happening, you are invoking Buddha by calling him Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. And also, where are you living? You are living in the Bhumi. So, who is responsible there? Bhu, Bhu. And you are taking the same Bhu, calling him as Bhu, because Mercury is again one of the primary fellow to keep the earth element intact. And where are you living? All the humans in earth.
Mhm.
So when you are living in earth, whom to call for help? Buddha. Okay. The next one is fifth number. He is called as Jupiter. But is it right way to call him Jupiter? No. Answer is
Grihastha,
you have to call him as Guru.
Guru.
Guru. So what is Gu? So Guru is again divided into two names, Gu and Ra. Gu stands for darkness and Ra is Agni. He is a illumination who can remove the darkness. So when you say Guru, etc., what is happening? Your darkness is completely removed and light energy is coming into your life. So more light is basically of good knowledge is coming inside. So when you are having knowledge every day, intake of knowledge, your horoscope, all the Jupiter issues are getting solved. What is the Jupiter's Karakas? He is a Karaka for the second house, fifth
Second
house,
house,
ninth
house,
house, 10th
ninth
house,
house,
11th
11th house.
house. So all the five houses, he is completely making the darkness removed. So by calling him simple by name Guru. Actually,
Yeah,
the
there is
right pronunciation for that is Gura, but actually it becomes Guru. But no problem. But Ra is actually the right word which is pronounced for Agni. And Gu means darkness. So when you add actually Om, suppose if you want to respect your teacher, you should always tell Om Gurave Nama, not Guruve Nama. So when you say
Guru.
Om Gurave Nama, whatever your teacher has taught you, it will remain in your head forever. You are not going to erase from your memory. It will be permanently imprinted in your brain. So Om Gurave Nama, Om Gurave Nama. So what is happening? All the confusions or darkness which are there in the subject is getting removed. And you are getting more knowledge because of the Ra, Agni. And Agni's advantage is to once he comes, he stay forever. Whereas darkness can be removed by having one light, then darkness is removed. But Agni's advantage, once Agni has come, he will remain there forever. So hence we are invoking that beautiful planet as Guru. Okay. Clear?
So we
Now,
call Guru Brihaspati also.
yeah,
Brihaspati.
yeah, that is for second alternative name. The first name is used for Guru.
Guru.
Guru. Brahaspati is for different circumstances, which we will see
Right.
later.
Right.
Now there is his primary name and secondary. See, primary name is Guru. So it's like that first name to be called. Like I want to be called my first name, it should be always Guru. So Jupiter says, my first name is not Brahaspati, my first name is Guru. Because
Right.
whenever I come, the darkness is removed. That is his objective. And Shukra, Sukra, Sukra. Like for example, same principle of Su and Kara. What is Su stands for?
Surya.
Hey,
Light.
what Su stands for? From the Surya, same I'm going to take. What Su stands for?
Surya.
In
Light.
the no, I told you Su for auspiciousness.
Auspiciousness.
Yeah, Arya is for that dharma to be practiced for the Surya's case. In Shukra's case, again the Su has come.
Who has got.
So again Su meaning auspicious. Why is it auspicious in this case? Because he is having the second word called as Kara.
Ra.
Kara, Shukara, Kara. So what is that Kara stands for? Act of doing good. He is the one who is continuously doing good for every human being. He wants to do always good for the human being. Hence, he is called as Shukra, meaning auspicious because I am the one who is always trying to do good for you. Shukra. And hence, he is the responsible Karaka for the seventh house. Seventh house. He is the only Karaka for the seventh house. What is seventh house stands for? Marriage.
Marriage, partnerships, business partnerships.
Exactly. So he is telling to the world that the majority of the human's life is going to be on the marriage only because your childhood is only 20 years. After that, you have to remain in the marital life maybe of 60 years or 70 years. So I want to ensure that your 70, 60 years should be, I always want to do good for you. And hence, the planet who wants to do good for you is considered to be the highest number of dasha sequences also. Shukra is the only one who is having 20 years of the dasha. He is the highest rank number one. Now you should know why God has created him. Because he said that I want to give human beings always to get something good in their life, not always bad. Hence, in the Vimshotri Dasha system of 120 years, Shukra contributes the highest among the rank, 20 years. All of them are coming second. But who is the number one? Shukra.
Ra.
Why Shukra? Because he is having an ability to even to bring by having the Mrityunjaya mantra, even by bringing the death person also to back to life. The person who is already saying that I am dead, I have nothing to do now. I am already stand still. Such amount of problems Shukra knew that people will suffer in this life. So he says, don't worry, I am here. I want to do something good all the time. So you see the reversal. The person who was about to die, he says, if you want, I can bring you back. Tell me what to do. That is Shukra. Then that person says, I have nothing to do in this life. I have already finished. I have nothing. I am already having a lot of issues. Shukra says, don't worry, man. Decide that whether you want to live again. Rest everything I will take care. This is what Shukra will do. Hence, he is having the highest dasha amount also, 20 years. Beautiful. Right? Now go to the next planet called Saturn. Do we have to
Chennai.
tell? Yeah. So this is the most problematic usage people used to have this with this planet. So people normally charge this planet for all the bad things happening by cursing him, abusing him, by bad words, calling them every day, by calling the people with this name. Now, after this lesson, you will understand what is the power of that planet. So Saturn is called as Shani. The right word to call is Shani. And he is the Karaka for all the Dusthanas, meaning 6, 8, 12, all these
Eight.
Dusthanas, the Karaka is Saturn. He says all kind of troubles in your horoscope. I am the person who is actually doing it. So what to do with you? Why should I call you Shani? What is the advantage by calling Shani? The reason is eighth house is called as diseases. Sixth house is called as also diseases. Eighth house is
Progressive
acute diseases. And 12th house is being hospitalized.
hospital.
So all these areas are denoted by Shani, the same Shani. And Shani says, by calling me Shani, every day one person will come to your life. What is that person? He is gold.
Is
Gold. Gold. And Shani has taken this metal, gold, for the human's body. So after this lesson, if you go to Google and find out which is the metal which is best for the human body, you will find gold as an answer. So hence, from the beginning, the humans understood the power of the Shani even to cure diseases, are not able to give this body to any kind of acute diseases. So what humans used to do? By wearing
Gold.
in the right finger. Why? While taking food, your minute particles of gold will enter into your human body. That is the reason why you have to call him Shani every day. While eating, if you eat with Shani, 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 every day you say Shani, Shani, Shani and take, what is happening is your gold is entering inside your body. When gold is entering your body is prevented by having any kind of major diseases. And this is why Shani has to be called as Shani, because the moment, and also the metal gold is actually formed with a very high amount of energy and heat and pressure. And after that, the same metal becomes so popular and also highest worth is because gold, while actually getting formed, it is not an easy process. The process is very tough. It has to be inside the earth's surface for many years, undergoing all the kind of heat and pressure. That is what Saturn is teaching the human beings. When you come to life, you have to face all sort of pressures, all sort of depressions, all sort of heat. Everything I will give. But once you understand my power of doing hard work, labor, hard work, then I become gold. Once I become gold, then everybody will be saying that you have the highest metal. And gold is even now the highest appreciated metal.
Metal.
Why? Because the same word, what are we humans using for cursing the cursing the kids, for calling him as Shani, Shani, Shani. But basically, the Shani is basically telling you, you fools, I am actually gold. So call me as Shani, Shani, Shani for making me auspicious so that the same metal of gold is coming to your family. For what? Two purposes. One, for preventing the diseases. The second, I am also the safeguard whenever you have a problem in your finances. The gold will help you at the time of problems.
Crisis.
You can pledge me and take money. No metal will you will have that kind of an advantage. I will help you even at the time of tough times. Remember me always and call me Shani, 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 so that I increase the gold power of your family. Okay. Now go to the Rahu, is actually the reversal of Guru. In Guru, we have taken Gu and Ru. In Rahu, we have taken Ra and Gu. So what is Rahu doing? Rahu is taking the Agni and making it reverse to make it as dark. He is actually putting the Agni down. He is making the Agni to off, to put off the Agni. So if you put off the Agni, what will happen? There will be darkness. So can humans die because of it? No. Imagine that I will take your electricity of your home. So everybody has to suicide there in Chandigarh? I don't think so. So what then humans will do? You will start living to understand how to use your sensory powers. That is why Rahu is also called as an intelligent Graha. Why? Because the moment electricity has gone, that is completely dark in your home. But after a couple of days, you know how to walk to reach to your kitchen. You know how to take your vessels by measurement. And by using the sound, you will know from where the vessels are kept. And by using the sound, you will know where your husband is sitting for what is the distance between you and your husband. And with that, you can be able to serve your husband properly also. So Rahu is teaching you an important science. What is that? Even in darkness, I will make you to work in the darkness with my intelligence. So Rahu is telling, Don't worry, that is dark. There is another way for you to use your other senses. Like then your eyes cannot see the light, but eyes can able to measure where the kitchen is, how far it is.
Exactly.
And your legs are getting practiced by taking the steps to reach to the kitchen, take the vessel. Everything you can do without light also. So hence rishis have said one of the intelligent graha is Rahu also, because he is the one who can able to work even in the darkness. So he is the one who can able to take the sun and moon and he can swallow them. That is the power of Rahu. Both the light elements, sun and moon, he can swallow. Rahu can swallow. And by swallowing that sun and moon, there is no light, but still it is teaching the humans to survive. So can humans tell that because I am having a disaster in Chandigarh, I cannot go there outside. Sorry, my entire profession has gone. Can you say that? No. Humans still have to find ways to survive. Who is this planet who is doing that cause of this thing? Rahu. So he who is having the Ra, taking the Ra, Agni, and completely putting off and making us Gu is Rahu. That is why it's called Ragu. Actually, it is Gu. He is actually who is actually taking the Agni and making it as completely dark. And even at completely dark, Ragu is telling, why are you worried? You can still work. No problem. So if there is a major electricity failure in any of the cities, Delhi or anything, 5 days there is no electricity. Can people die? No. People will start living according to the current source. That is what Rahu is trying to teach you. So he is not auspicious then? Yes, he is. Hence, rishis have considered him also in the Navagraha system. Okay, now go to the last one who is Ketu. And what is
Ketu.
Ketu? Ketu. Ketu means flag. What is it? Flag.
Flag.
And
Dvaja.
what for flag will be used when you achieve something? When you climb to Himalaya and put your country's flag, what does it denote? It is a very proud moment for
Dvaja.
that person to climb such a big Himalaya and putting your country's flag over there. So what is Ketu is trying to do here? He's telling, I don't have a head, but I still can able to achieve many things just by using my feet. I don't even have a head, but still I can achieve and put a flag on your flag wherever I want. But use my Ketu energy properly to get that flag. Use my proper energy to get that flag. So to get the flag, Ketu is also considered in the Navamsha system. Because to understand what is the power of Ketu. Hence, Ketu always flag or above the lamp post or always above your head. So when you want to see a flag, you have to see like that, like this, upwards. And Ketu always try to go upwards. When he is going upwards, then you have to see him like this. So what is it meaning? People who have an highest objective should always try to renounce and be self-contented in life. Why? Because life can go anytime. But Ketu is trying to make you that first and foremost principle is liberation. Tomorrow, if you want to liberate what you do, think about it today. By thinking today that you are going to be liberated or not going to live longer, what are you going to do today is what Ketu is. And hence, he is given as a highest flag to having that ability to think like that. Otherwise, you cannot think like that. So hence, Ketu is telling, I will make you to think like that. So now all the 9 planets from Sun to Ketu with numbers 1 to 9 we have wrote. Now the question will be for the students today at the end of the session will be, is it a right way to number or is it not? Meaning the Surya is number 1.
One.
Can I take moon as number 2? Like that I will go and Ketu is number 9. Is it right way of numbering it? The answer is you have to think and comment it below. And also, how do you like these names? Please give a comment so that we understand, okay, everybody knows it, what is it. And wherever you feel that there is a Shukra present in your chart, call him as Shukra. Wherever there is Surya, please call him as Surya. So while calling, you understood also that what is it doing actually? It is actually increasing your first and ninth house dharma. By calling Chandra, you are actually increasing your power of controlling your senses. You are becoming the Raja of your mind. Raja of your mind. And Mangala, by calling him Mangala, 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 making his wrong, bad energies, using it for the best to protect you. By calling him Buddha, 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 your intelligence is increasing. Your third and sixth house becomes extraordinarily brilliant for taking brilliant decisions. And by calling him Guru, 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 there is no darkness in your life. And you are increasing your knowledge power every day. So by increasing knowledge in any subject, you become a master in that area. So getting the Guru, Guru, Guru all the time, you becomes highest in order in that learning. By calling him Shukra, 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 he will be always trying to do good. So calling him Shukra in your chart, you know that he is going to do good wherever he is placed. And when you call him Shani, 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 you know that he is going to bring gold. And you also have to remember how gold is formed and what purpose it can be used. Primary purpose is to protect your diseases. Second, it is going to help you when there is an emergency in finances. Right? Then go to Rahu. He make you to think how to work in darkness. Complete darkness. My family is completely dark. What to do? I don't have job. My this thing not having job. My son is not reading. I have multiple problem. My marriage broken out. Don't worry. Rahu says, even in the darkness, I will work. I will adopt my situation accordingly. He says, I will practice you to walk. How many steps are there to the kitchen? I know. I don't want electricity for that. I know